Alright, let's chat and play some Counter-Strike. A few months ago I deleted my Facebook account, and I put air quotes around that because, well, it's actually pretty difficult to delete your Facebook account. What I did was actually deactivate my Facebook account. And why did I deactivate my Facebook account? Well, there were a few different factors which led up to the decision over a couple of months. First, there was a post on Medium, which I'll link in the description below. And the post was about someone who had discovered that despite background refresh being disabled on the Facebook app on their iPhone, it was still the single biggest usage of battery. And a huge percentage of that usage was actually used by background activity by the Facebook app, even though background refresh had been disabled. That was a headshot, come on. So when I read this, I deleted the app, and inevitably I saw a huge improvement in my battery life. But this also signified the beginning of the end for me in Facebook. I had also read a growing number of studies surrounding happiness and social media. Now, I'm not saying that Facebook made me depressed, and I'm not saying that all of a sudden I feel noticeably happier since leaving. But these studies clearly showed that on average, people who did not use Facebook were happier than those who did. This was pretty surprising evidence to be presented with, and I didn't take it lightly. Hell, I want to be happy. That's kind of like an inherent goal in all of us, isn't it? That and be good at Counter-Strike. But the reasons I left Facebook are not solely because of my battery life or happiness. I then watched 2 videos on YouTube by a guy called Veritasium, which I will also link in the description. These videos are aptly labeled Facebook fraud and the problem with Facebook. In these videos, Veritasium talks about how Facebook actively restricts the content that you see and the content that you share in the aims of driving up its own advertising revenue. This might sound like a bit of a conspiracy theory, but the facts are pretty shocking and you should definitely check out those videos. Recently, I've also been hearing reports about Facebook's endeavors into the media industry, where Facebook wants to essentially whitelist other people's content and put it on their platform so that they get the advertising revenue for that content. This is also the case with videos, where people take videos from YouTube and Vine, etc., and put them up on Facebook, where there is next to no copyright enforcement. This is a huge problem because Facebook is essentially taking the credit and revenue for other people's content. I'll chuck another link in the description, which is an interview that Adweek ran with a prominent YouTube star where he talks about the lost revenue due to Facebook. And last but certainly not least, I just got sick of it. I got bored of the content. All I saw was the same useless, unfulfilling content. And I made a conscious decision that I didn't want to be part of that community any longer. The most interesting part is that when people find out that you don't use Facebook, their first question is always, do you miss it? And I can honestly say that I don't. Not even a little bit. I never did. From the instant I removed the app from my phone, I never missed it. But when I did have it, I used it. A lot. I can comfortably say that the time that I used to spend on Facebook, here we go, yes. Anyways, I can comfortably say that the time that I used to spend on Facebook would have been equivalent to the amount of time that I now spend on making these videos. And that's the real kicker for me. You know, time is the most valuable resource, so if I can do something that gives me more of it, then damn straight I'm going to do it. Look, Facebook does have its positives, and I do miss it for certain aspects. I recently moved countries and I am now in a different country to my family, so not being able to connect through Facebook is something that I have had to learn to deal with. My family are all on there and it's easy and it works. Hell, my parents can barely use email, yet they can send me videos and links on Facebook like no one's business. So if you have left Facebook or if you've ever thought about leaving Facebook, then let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more of this content, then hit that subscribe button. And if you liked today's video, then hit that thumbs up. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!